Yeah. Okay. So welcome to the session. So what we are going to cover in this session, in this Ask Me Anything is, we are going to cover four different things. Number one is the product overview or the demo. Okay. So a lot of people ask me while registration, okay, they want to understand how to start with Transact or what is exactly a Transact about, right? What are the things which we can do on Transact? So I will quickly give you a short product tour, not a purely demo, but a short product tour in 15-20 minutes so that you will get to know what all things we can do on Transact. Then the second part will be a query discussion. So while registration, you guys have put some queries, right? In while registration. So I will cover up those queries in the session. Also, if you have some queries in between the session while I'm explaining the product, so you guys can raise a chat, okay? And I will also answer the queries which you will which are present in the chat. Okay. The third part will be the open discussion. So you guys can unmute yourself, okay, and you can ask doubts or you can ask the queries which you have, okay, with respect to your business perspectives and business operations. And the last part will be the next step. So what will be the next step or how to get started on Transact? I will explain you those things in this session. Okay. So number one is a product demonstration, which I'm going to explain you in very short, in very detail about the product. Okay. So what exactly we are going to cover in the session today? Okay. So number one is the purchase and sales documentation we are going to cover. Okay. In the demonstration, I will explain you about the inventory management. And the third part will be of the business intelligence, or we can call as a reporting section. Okay. So these are the core 3 points which we are going to cover in the product demo or the product tool. Okay. So let me directly go to the page or the home page of Transact screen. Okay. So here I have the Transact demo. So let me click on this. Right. So one second, if you guys are, so yeah, thank you so much, Harsha, for muting yourself. Right. So yeah, so this is the home page of Transact. Okay, once you log in with your credentials in the profile, so this will be the landing page of Transact, or you can call as a home page. Okay, so here what all things we can do on the home page. First thing is you can upload your company logo and other basic details of the company here. Okay, and then you will see the get started option, my modules, and explore feature tabs. These are the three different tabs which are present here. Okay, so on the basis of the problem statement which you guys have selected while completing the onboarding, so these steps will come here in his three home page, which is the create invoice. So let's say if you guys have selected for the transactional thing or the documentational thing, so this is how the steps will get created, so that you will get to know what all things we can do, we can do here in the system. Okay. Second thing is, if you see on the top right corner, there is an option or there is a product video present. So this is a detailed demo video. So in case if you want to look into the detailed demo video, what all things can be done or what are the main key features of Transact, so you can watch this product video present here. Okay. And then let me explain you this My Modules tab. So if I come to this My Modules tab, you will get the details of all the modules which are present into Transact. Okay, so some are lifetime free modules, and then we have some paid modules. So as you guys know, right, we have two versions or the two plans of Transact. One is the freemium version, which you can use in free of cost, and then we have the premium, which is the paid plan of Transact. Okay, so these all the modules are in the freemium version. Only the production, resource planning, and subcontract module, these are the three modules which comes under the paid plan of Transact. So if you are a manufacturer, if you want to start with the production, subcontracting, or you can call it as a job work or the resource planning, MRP, then you need to go for a paid plan of Transact. Okay. Now, this you can also activate these paid modules for your freemium version also. But the limitation here is you can only create up till 10 bill of materials in the free version of Transact. So in case if you want to go for more than 10 bill of materials, then you need to opt for the paid version of Transact. Okay. So these are the list of all the modules which are present here. You can have a look and you will see if let's say if any of the module is not activated for you, okay, you can see here, you will get an option here, start trial. So you can just click on start trial and you can activate the module for you, and this will get activated here in the list of all the modules on the left hand screen. Okay. And then we have this explore feature tabs. So once you go here in this explore feature tabs, you will see the list of all the features which are present in Transact. So in case if you sign up for any of the specific feature, right? If you're looking for any of the specific feature, so what you can do is you can come here in the explore feature tab and you can search it out here. Okay, so you will get to know what all things are present into Transact. Okay, so yeah, this was all about the homepage of Transact. Okay, now coming to the first section of the product video is the purchase and sales documentation. Okay, so before getting into the purchase and sales documentation, I want you to understand what all things are necessary and important to start the documentation. Okay, so here the masters, okay, the product masters and the supplier and vendors masters, suppliers and customers master, right, plays an important role to start with the documentation here in system. Okay, so if I talk about the master part first before getting into the transactional and purchase and sales documentation, so let me show you the settings module here. Okay, so let's say if you go in the settings, so here in the settings, okay, what you need to do is, okay, you have to, yeah, so you have to update all the details, okay, of your company. Okay, I have to update the details of all my company addresses, billing addresses, delivery location, bank details, payment terms. Okay, so here I have to update all of my data here in the settings. You will see on the right hand side all of the options which are present here. We have some basic settings, then we have some advanced settings. So you have to update all the data here before getting started, okay, before going into the transactional things. Okay, so this was the first master. Okay, you have to update all the data here. If you have the multiple location, you can also add the location. If you see here in my billing addresses, I have added two locations. One is my Mumbai office and second is my Daman warehouse. So if you have multiple billing addresses or multiple delivery locations, so you can add here in the settings. Then the second module or the second master which we have is the buyers and suppliers. Okay, so here in my buyers and suppliers module, I have to update all of my data for my buyers and suppliers. Okay, so all the list of all the vendors and my customers, I have to update here into this module. Okay, so now how to add this data? Okay, so let's say if you have the data present with you in Excel or in any existing ERP, you can also upload in bulk. Okay, so if you see on the top right corner, you will get two options here, add company. Okay, so if you click on add company, you will see two options, add single company. You can add one by one company here, or if you have the data present with you, you can upload it with the help of Excel file. Okay, so what you need to do is you have to just simply click on this. You have to first initially download this Excel template. So we have a fixed template for that. Okay, you have to feed the data in that template and you can upload the file. So in this way, you can upload all your buyers and your suppliers in Transact through this upload file, so this upload method. Okay, so this was the second master which we need to add in the buyer suppliers module before getting started into the transactional thing. Okay, and the third and the last type of masters which we have is the inventory. So let's say if I go and check the inventory here, so I have to update the data of all of my items, be it raw material, be it finished good, consumables, hardware items, everything. So everything which I procured from the market and which I sell to the market, I have to add here into this inventory table or the item master. So here also you will get two options. If you click on add item, you will see this button, green color button, add item. If you click on this, you will get two options, single item, you can add one by one, or if you have the data with you in Excel or in any existing ERP or in Tally, you can extract the data. You can create the data into this Transact uploadable format. This is the format we have. You have to download it. You have to feed the data and then you can upload it into the system. So in one file, you can upload maximum of 500 items. So let's say if you have a large set of inventory, if you have a large number of items, then you need to go for multiple files. You have to create two files. Okay, if you have more than 500 items, and then you can upload the data in the system. Right, so if you see this inventory table, you have to put the item ID, which is a mandatory data, okay, which is the product code or the unique identification code for any item. So this code should be the unique for every item. Then you can put the item name, you can see the category. You will also get the current stock which is present in your inventory, the unit of measurement, price, right, HSN code, tax. So all these things you can see here in the inventory. Also, if you see that there are two columns, one is the minimum stock level and the second is the maximum stock level. Okay, so you can also upload this data. So how this minimum stock level and maximum stock level help you out? If you see here on the dashboard, on the inventory homepage, I am getting this information, stock value, low stock, and my excess stock. Okay, So this stock value gets calculated on the basis of your FIFO pricing, first in, first out. Okay, so this will auto calculate. Also, it will show you the low stock. So why this 15 items is showing in my low stock? Because the stock which is present in my inventory is less than my minimum stock level. So let's say if I only want to see the low stock present in my inventory, I have to simply click on this low stock, and you will get the list of all the 15 items, okay, which having a low stock. That means if you see the column current stock is 1848 pieces, and I have set the minimum stock level as 6200. So this is how it calculates. Okay, same thing goes with the excess stock also. Okay, it will show you all this data into this inventory. So yeah, this was all about the master part first. This is the first step, initial step of Transact. To start with Transact, to get started on Transact, okay, you have to upload this data, you have to update the settings, you have to go for you have to update all your buyer suppliers, and then you have to update all your items in the inventory module. Okay, now first thing is the transactional thing. Okay, if you have all this data with you, you can upload it and then start with the documentational thing. Okay, the transactional thing. Okay, so or we can call as an input to the system. Okay, we are giving the input to the system. So input as in the purchase and the sales documentation. Okay, so for the transactional thing, for the input part, we have this two modules. One is the quotation. That means if you create a quotation, that is a sales quotation, or if you are sending an inquiry of your product to your vendors, then we have to create a request for quotation. So these two documents are present into this quotations module. And then we have this transaction module. Okay, so all of your purchase and sales documentation, which is PO, order confirmation, sales invoices, everything which is related to your transactional thing are in this transaction module. Okay, so I will not go in very detail here. Okay, if you want to see the videos of purchase flow, of sales flow, I have a separate videos for it. I can share it with you. You can just send me a chat. I want to see the videos, or you can also watch it in our knowledge center. I will explain it in detail in the next few minutes. Okay, so let's say if I go here in the quotation module first. Okay, so in the quotation module, you will see the list of the homepage will show you the list of all the quotations which are created in the system. Okay, so if you see, you can select the filter here. Either I want to see the sales quotation or I want to see the request for quotation. So currently it is selected for the sales quotation. So if you see here, all of my sales quotation are getting visible. Okay, and then we have this conversion status filter also. So let's say if you want to see only those quotations which are not converted into an order. Okay, so you can select the filter here, okay, pending OC. Okay, that means the quotations which are not converted to an order will be visible, will be shown here into this pending OC filter. If you see here, the number of the quotation will get changed. Okay, currently it is showing only me 6 quotation. That means these are the quotations which are not converted into an order confirmation. Same thing goes with the converted to OC. I want to see the quotations which gets converted into my order confirmation. So I will select this filter. Okay, that thing, it will show me the 4 quotation here. Okay, so this is how you can check or you can track the list of all the quotations which you have here in this quotation dashboard. Okay, now the question comes to the mind, how to create a new quotation. Okay, so for that purpose, if you see on the top right corner in my window, on my page, you will see the create document button. Okay, so if you click on create document, you will get 2 options here. Either you can start with the sales quotation or sales flow, or if you are inquiring something about new products, then you will go for the request for quotation, which is, okay, you are sending an inquiry to your vendor. Okay, here I am just giving the code to my customer, that is a sales quotation. Okay, so you can create the sales quotation, you can create the request for quotation from here. Okay, creating of the document is a very simple process. You have to feed all the data, item data and everything. Okay, you will get the details of all the information here. So let me show you one of the document format. So let's say if I click on sales quotation here, so the first thing the system asks me to feed the company name here. Okay, it will ask me to select the buyer company name. So if that buyer is present in my master, I can search it out here. I can select it from the master here. And if the buyer is very new, let's say if the buyer is very new, so you will also get an option here to add a new company. Okay, so let's say for now I'm selecting this Pratham Electronics is one of my buyer. Okay, once I select Pratham Electronics, if you see, the most of the details are getting fetched automatically. Okay, that means the buyer details, the supplier details are getting fetched, the primary document details are getting fetched. Why this the data is getting fetched automatically here in the documents? Because we have already, this data we have already feed in our settings and in our buyer suppliers model. So the data is getting fetched from the master here. Okay. The second part of the document is the selection of an item. I have to select the item which I want to give a code, right? So here also I can search out my item through my item ID. If I know the item ID, or if I know the description, I can search it out through with the help of item description. Okay. So here also, if the item is present in my master, I can search it out here. If the item is very new, let's say if I type any random thing, if that item is not present in my master, it will show me an option here to add a new item. So from here also, from documents also, you can add a new item in your masters. Okay, so let's say for now, what I'm doing is, okay, I have my finished good. Let's say globe wolf. Globe wolf is one of my finished good. So let's say once I select the globe here, it will show me the list of all the options which have the globe. Okay, and for now, let's say I'm selecting this globe wolf. Once I select the globe wolf, automatically the details of the globe wolf will get fetched automatically, because we have added this data into our master, right? I have to give the quantity here, since the quantity will be dynamic for every sales quotation. Let's say I want to share a quote for one piece. Okay, if you see, the price is also getting fetched from the master, but these fields are editable field. If you want to edit the price, you can edit the price. Okay, let's say for now here I'm taking as 9,500. So you can feed the price also. Okay, in case if you see the tax percentage is there, okay, if you want to offer some discount to your client, so all these fields are present here into this optional column. Okay, these fields are not visible, but if you select the optional column, you will get the discount field. In case if you want to show the total tax, the delivery date, the comment section, if you want to add any additional field, additional data, right? So you can also select the comment. So all these things can be done here in the item level. Okay, if you want to add more than one item, you can just select this add item. One row will get add here, and you can select the item ID or the item name, right? And the last section of the documentation is, okay, if you see the right hand side, that calculation will get done automatically. Okay, on the basis of your transaction, whether it's intrastate or interstate, this tax calculation, whether it is IGST, CGST, so it will be done automatically. Okay, and then you have this option on the left hand side. So in case if you want to put some extra charges here, okay, so what you can do is you can just select extra charges here. Extra charges fields will get enabled here, and you can put the extra charges like transportation charges, PNF charges, right? So all these charges you can add here in the extra charge options. Same thing in case if you want to send some attachments or the drawing with the quotation, you can enable this attachment option, and you can select the files from here. So in case if you want to share the drawing with your quotation, so you can also do that. Additional detail, you have logistic details, terms and condition, bank details. So all these things you can select from here. So let's say if I want to select the bank details also in my quotation, so I can add here. Okay, and then we have this email recipient. Okay, so in the system, once you click on this 7 cent, an email will go to your buyer. Okay, we have this integration, automatic email will go from the system to your buyer. Okay, we have shared this quotation. So let's say if you want to see how the email looks like, so what you need to do is you have to just click on this email preview, and you will get to know this type of email will go to your buyer. Okay, if in case if you want to do the changes in the subject line, in the introduction line, in the closing line, so you can do that and just click on OK here. Okay, and once you review all this data, all these things, you can just click on 7 cent here to save the quotation in the system. Okay, so this is how the quotation format looks like. And once you save the quotation or any other document, you can also share this on your WhatsApp with your client. So we have this integration with WhatsApp also. You can share the document with your client on WhatsApp also. Okay, so this is how the quotation look like. Okay, and in the quotation, you will get in every document, you will get this other action button from where you can select the next actionable. In case if you want to print it out, in case if you want to send the, in case if you want to resend the email, if this quotation is converting into an order confirmation, if my client gives me an order, so I can just click on the generate OC, cancel, amend, copy. So all these things are present in the quotation. So why I have explained this quotation document in detail, because every document in Transact is same. Okay, so once you learn creating one document, you can create any of the document in the system. The format and everything is very same in Transact. Okay, so yeah, this is how the quotation looks like, and now this will become here into this dashboard, or sorry, into my quotations. So yeah, so let's say if I select all here, so you will get to know this Pratham Electronics. Okay, I have created today's, which is 9th of November. So I can see all this data here. Okay, so this was all about the quotation. You can convert the quotation into an order confirmation also from here in the system, as I have shown you in the other actions. Okay, and then we have the other modules called as transactions. Okay, so now let's say once you convert the sales quotation into an order confirmation, so now the real transaction starts out, right? So here, if I come to this transaction module, okay, so this is the transaction dashboard. First of all, we need to understand what data we can analyze here on this transaction dashboard. Okay, so here I can see all of my purchase and sales transaction, be it purchase order, sales order, invoices, everything. Okay, so you will get to know every single detail about your purchase and sales transaction here into this transaction dashboard. You will get to know company name, the transaction name, document number, good status. Also, in case if you want to enable the invoice status, in case if you want to see whether the invoice is created or not against any of your transaction. So all these things you can track here into this transaction dashboard. Okay, now what all document we can create from this transaction module. Okay, so here also, if you see on the top right corner, there is an option of create document. So if I click on this create document, you will get 4 options initially. Number 1 is the purchase order. Second is the order confirmation, which is a sales order. Okay, once the client gives you an order, or once the client sends you the PO, you have to acknowledge or you have to accept that order, right? So for that, we have to create this order confirmation. Then we have this invoice. You can directly create an invoice if you want to dispatch something directly. And then we have this ad hoc invoice, which is mainly used for the retailing purpose, or the B2C invoice. We call it as a B2C invoice, business to customer invoice, right? So for that, we have this ad hoc invoice as well. Okay, so you can start your transactional things, a purchase flow or the sales flow directly from your transaction module. In case if you want to procure something, you will start with the purchase order, and against the purchase order, you will get an option to create inward GRN purchase invoice. Same thing against the order confirmation, you will get an option to create pro forma invoice, delivery challan. In case if you are getting some advance, so you can create a receipt voucher or the sales invoice. So all these things, all this document will get enabled once you start with this initial document. These are the initiator document in purchase flow, and this is the initiator document in my sales flow, order confirmation. So let me show you one of the existing transaction, how it looks like. Okay, so let's say, for example, if I open up this transaction, okay, 1 second. Yeah, so if you see here, this is we call as a transaction timeline. You will get to know each and every single detail of all the transaction or the documents, who have created the document, when it has been created, every single thing. Okay, so we have created the order confirmation here, and with the help of against the order confirmation, we have created the pro forma invoice, we have created the sales invoice. So every single thing will get tracked, will get captured here into this transaction timeline. Okay, so against the order confirmation, so see, there is a difference here. Okay, so we will create an order confirmation from the transaction dashboard, and the other document against the order confirmation, you will get an option there into this create document. Okay, so if you see here into this create document, you will get an option here either to create tax invoice, either to create pro forma invoice, either to create receipt voucher or challan. So documents, again the order confirmation, you will get an option here into this timeline. But if you want to initiate the transaction, then you need to initiate it from the transaction dashboard. There is a difference. Okay. So 1 second, I think someone has mute yourself. Yeah. So same thing, if I, let's say, go into one of my purchase transaction, how it looks like. Okay, so let's say, let's go to this purchase transaction. 1 second, let me show you. Okay, so let me show you this transaction. Okay, so yeah, so if you see here, we have created the PO initially. Against the PO, we have created the inward, we have created the GRN, we have created the invoice. Okay, also we have updated the tags here. Okay, so all these things you can see a single transactional thing. Okay, everything against the single purchase order you can see and you can analyze here into this timeline. And against the PO, same thing, you will get an option to create an inward, to punch the invoice, to punch the pro forma invoice. Every single thing will present here into this transaction timeline. Okay, now the inventory is linked with the documentation here in Transact. So in case if you create the inward, automatically the stock will go up. Okay, let's say for example, if you create a purchase order, against the purchase order, you create the inward. Now the stock will automatically go up in the system. Okay, that means same thing goes with the invoice also. If you create a sales invoice, so automatically the stock will get reduced from the inventory. So the inventory is linked with the documentation here in Transact. Okay, so yeah, this was all about the transactional thing. So in case if you want to have a look in the detailed video of sales flow, purchase flow, I have created a separate videos for that, 6 and 8 minute videos for purchase and sales flow. So you can watch it out. You will get to know a clear idea how to start with the purchase and sales flow, right? So second thing of the session, okay, this is the inventory management. So as I have already explained it to you, the inventory is linked with the documentation here in Transact. Okay, so in case if you are procuring something with the help of purchase order, the stock will go up. Or if you are selling out something with the help of invoice, the stock will goes down. Okay, now if you are a manufacturer, okay, let's say if you have the manufacturing unit, so how you do the consumption process, okay, in the free version of Transact, okay, how you can do the consumption if we are not using the paid plan of Transact, if you are not started using the paid plan of Transact, because in paid plan of Transact, we have this option to create the bill of materials, we have to option to create the production orders and everything. Through that, with the help of that, we can automate the inventory, right? But let's say for now, if we are not using the paid plan of Transact, but I want to streamline the inventory. So what happens is here in the inventory, you will see there is an option of update stock. Okay. Now let's say if something comes into the with the help of inward, right, in your stock, and now if you are using the same product in your production, okay, so what you need to do is you have to update the stock here manually. Okay, you will get an option here, update stock, may add stock or reduce stock. So let's say if you are reducing something or if you are using some material in production today, okay, so what you need to do is you have to simply click on reduce stock here, and then you have to give the item name here simply. For example, let's say I want to reduce my panel box here. So once I select the panel box, it will show me all of the fields here. The current quantity is 2038 pieces in my stock. Now let's say I have consumed by 100 pieces today. So I will just change it by 100. Okay. And if you want to add more items, or if you want to like upload this file with the, if you have a large set of data, so you can also use this Excel template and you can upload the file. Okay. And then here you can select the adjustment type as, let's say, production, or you can just put the comment here of the work order number or the order number, so that it will help you out to generate the report for that. So in case if you want to generate the report for work order number, let's say 123, for example, let's say an example, work order number 789. Okay, so let's say if I want to see what all raw materials I have consumed against this work order number, so I can easily generate the report here in the system. Okay, and once I click on save here, automatically the stock of panel box will get reduced by 100. Okay, so you can see the stock here. Let's say if I select the panel box here, okay, so the previously the stock was 2038, and now it will show me the stock is 1938. Okay, also if you want to analyze the history of an item, if you want to see what all changes have been done in my inventory stock, so you have to just simply click on this panel box, just click on this item name here, and you will get all the details of item also with the history of an item. Okay, so you will see here 2038 was the previous quantity, we have changed it by 100, and the production, okay, the comment is the production, that means we have consumed this in the production against work order number 789. So all these things can be done here, can be tracked here. Also, you can generate the report for that. Okay. So why I want to use this feature when I'm not using the paid version of Transact. But once you go for a paid version of Transact, then you have to create the bill of material. Okay, this is my finished good. These are the list of materials. You will start creating the production orders. And with the help of that, the inventory will automatically get streamlined. But if I'm not using the paid module or the production module right now, so this is the way to adjust the inventory. I have to adjust, I have to reduce the stock manually, what I'm consuming in my production. Same thing, what I'm adding as a finished good in my inventory, I have to just come here in the inventory and I have to just add stock. Okay, the process is same, but I have to add the stock of finished good and I have to reduce the stock of all my raw materials. Okay, And then once you add the stock in your inventory, you can finally dispatch it with the help of invoice, and the stock will automatically get reduced. Okay, so this is how you can manage the inventory for now. If you are a trader, then it is very simple for you. What the material which you are procuring, you are selling out that material, right? So the stock like keeps on changing. But if you're a manufacturer, then you have to go with this process. If you're not using the paid version, if you will start paid version after a month, let's say after 2 months, then this process will get streamlined with the help of bill of materials, right? So this was the second part of the session, which is the inventory management. And the last part of the session is what output I can extract from the system. Okay, what is the main output? Okay, how I can extract all the data of my input in the form of dashboards and report. So for that, we have this business intelligence module. So let me show you this business intelligence. Yeah. So here in this business intelligence, you will see the different types of pie charts and graphs. Okay. On the top right corner, you will see the 6 different tabs here initially. One is the sales order, sales invoices, purchases, quotation, accounts, inventory. So all this data have some pie charts. All these tabs have some data. Okay. You can visualize the data. So first thing is you will see the graph here. First thing, very simple thing is the graph of all the sales here. The data is getting fetched from the sales order or the order confirmation. जो आपको order आते हैं client से, we have to add the order confirmation, right? So now the data is getting fetched from the order confirmation. You can see कि जून में कितना आया था order, जुलाई में कितना आया था, अगस्त में कितना हुआ. So all this data can be tracked. Also, you can track the region-wise pie chart. Here the data is very less because this is my demo profile and the data is very less. But once you start creating the documentation in your profile, you will get the exact data here. So region-wise pie chart, you will see the customer-wise pie chart. Who is your top customer? Okay, so you can analyze all this data. Also, you can simply click on this so that the stats will get changed according to that customer. Okay, you will see the product-wise pie chart here. Okay. And then we have these 3 cards present here: orders due today, orders given next 7 days, orders which are already overdue. So in case if you want to see the orders which are going to get delivered today, okay, kaun sa material आज dispatch hone wala hai, so you will simply get this detail into this card. Same thing, next 7 days का यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. And the orders which are already overdue, that means कि इनका delivery date निकल चुका है, but we are मतलब this is a delayed order, we have not dispatched yet, right? So in case as a management person, if you want to see this data, view details, okay, so let me just click on this view details here. Okay, so you will get a detailed report here. Okay, यहाँ पे you can get a lot of data points which you can see the customer name, who is my customer, कौन सा item था, कितने का order था, कितना अभी तक dispatch हुआ है, how many is the balance quantity. So all these things you can get here. You can download this data, you can forward this to your production team or the sales team, so why we are delayed on this part, right? So all these things can be done here on this business intelligence. Okay, and then we have this sales invoices. So second, rest of all the things are same, only the data is getting fetched from the sales invoice, not from the sales order, but from the sales invoice. Rest of all the details are same. Same thing is present in the purchase as well. Here the data will get fetched from the purchase orders. Okay, you can get all the data in terms of graphs, in terms of pie chart, who is your top suppliers, कौन सा product सबसे ज़्यादा purchase करते हो, or what is the top category of the product which you purchase, right? If you have a different types of categories in raw materials, so you can all see all this data. Okay, and then the cards we have here, so it will help you out to follow up your supplier also. Okay, so here you will get to know orders due today, that means कि आज कौन से material आने वाले हैं, so that my production also depend upon the material, right? कि कितने material आएंगे उस हिसाब से we have the production plan. So all these cards you can see, you can also just click on view details and ask your ask for a follow-up, right, to your suppliers. And then we have this quotations. So here you will get 2-3 matrices, which is very important as per business perspective, which is the quotation to conversion ratio. Okay, which is quotation to order conversion ratio. कि कितना कोड हम भेज रहे हैं उसमें से order कितने का आ रहा है. Total quoted value, graph of the converted amount versus the quoted value. So all these things are the matrices which is very important to grow the business, which will present here into this business intelligence. Then we have this account section where you can see and analyze all your data in terms of graphs and pie chart, which is payable kitna hai, receivable kitna hai, month on month wise, what is the paid amount, received amount. So all these things you can track here. Supplier wise payable, okay, supplier wise payable, all the month on month payable. So all these things you can see here into these graphs. Okay, and then the last is the inventory dashboard. So this will be very helpful for you for inventory management. You will see the low stock, high stock, optimum stock kitna hai, stock valuation, like you can change the FIFO in average price. You will see the buy type if you want to see the category wise stock valuation. So you can change these filters and you can analyze all this data in this dashboard. So you will see that Wolf is my finished good. So I have my stock of Wolf into this semi-finished good ka kitna hai, Camel ka kitna hai, top selling items, top buying items, excess stock, low stock. So all these things you can analyze here into like the form of, and in case if you want to see this data in detail, this if you want to understand this in detail, we have a separate video for that. I can share the videos with you also. Okay. And then in case if you want to have a detailed report part, okay, if you want to have a detailed analysis of all the data, then we have this report section. And here in the report section, you will get a lot of reports. Okay, we do have a total of 65 different types of report present in the system. Some are sales, some are purchases, product services. So we have categorized the reports, different reports with respect to the departments. So you can generate all the data here. Okay, so let's say, for example, if I want to show you one report, if I want to get all of my data for sales invoices here, so what I can do is, let's say sales invoice register item wise is the report. Okay, so let's say, let me show you. You can select, if you want to narrow down in something, कि कब से लेके कब तक देखना है. So this all things can be done. Or let's say if I simply click on generate report here, so it will show me all of my invoices which are created till now in the system. Okay, so here all of my data I can see for the invoices. Okay, and we have a lot of headers here. If you see, a lot of data points are there. Okay, every single detail you will get in the report, every single detail. Okay, so let's say if this is very overwhelming for you, if you don't want some headers or some columns in the report, so these features will help you out. So let's say if you want to customize the report, if you don't want the, let's say, document status in my report, so I will just untick this. Okay, payment status, I will just untick this. So you can customize or you can mold the report as per to you कि आपको कितना देखना है. Second thing, the feature is there कि you can group it. Okay, so let you guys know, right, कि we use pivot table in Excel to grouping the data. So same here, we can group the data and we can analyze the data by grouping it. So let's say if I want to see the month on month invoices data, so once I select the invoice date monthly, you will see here all the data will reallocate on my month basis. कि जून में कितना बना था, जुलाई में कितना हुआ, अगस्त में कितना सेल हुआ, सितंबर में कितना हुआ. This is same like a pivot table. I am just selecting the rows here. Okay, so if you want to see the customer wise, the drafter name wise, कि किसने कितना बनाया, customer city wise, so all these things can be done. So yeah, so this was all about the session. What we have seen here in the session is how to start the documentation by uploading the masters, how we can manage the inventory and the reporting part. We do have a lot of features in the system, which we will like, I will just show you out. I will just explain it to you out in ending of the session. But yes, in case if you have any doubt, you can yeah, so in case if you have any doubt, what you can do is you can raise a chat. Okay, or I have a list of questions. Okay, so let's say if I come to my PPT here, so the next point will be the query discussions. So we have got a lot of queries here. Okay, so if you see some of the queries you guys have mentioned, which are some demo related queries I want to start. If you see here, these are the queries which I got right from the registration module. Okay, mainly from the registration portal, sorry. So I want to learn about the product, how many users and company can be attached. Can I use it in a retail type scenario? This is one of the query. So I think I have already explained you okay, how the product runs. Okay, how what is Transact about mainly. Okay, how many users and company can be attached. So for this users, there is no dependency on the users. You can add as many of the users in the system, but for the company, okay, so you can manage only one single company from Transact profile. So let's say if we have multiple locations, so for example, if we have one company and multiple locations, you can add the multiple location and you can manage the operation. But let's say if you have two companies with two different names, then you have to create two separate profiles to manage the operation in Transact. We won't be able to manage the two separate companies from one profile. Okay, can I use it in the retail type scenario? Yes, you can use it for the inventory purpose to create an invoice. There is an option to create ad hoc invoice in the retail. Okay, so you don't need to add any buyers and suppliers. Okay, what you can do is you can directly create an ad hoc invoice from the system, from the transaction. Okay, then the second query was need a demo for Transact app. I have already shown you how things can be run here. want to learn the whole process, new to this platform, want to know how to start, right? So all these queries are the demo related, which I have already mentioned, which I have already cleared it out. In case if you want to watch the demo video, there is a video which is there on the homepage, which I have already explained it to you. Then we have some manufacturing related queries. Number one is how to create work order to vendor. Okay, this is an interesting question. So yeah, so one thing is, so let's say if you activate the production module, okay, one thing which I want to mention it very clearly, you can also activate the production module for you in free trial. Okay, on from the home page, you can activate the free production module in your free trial. Okay, once you activate that, and once you create the order confirmation in the system, that means OC or the sales order, automatically the work order will get created in the production module. Okay, so let's say if you want to see, let me show you 1 second. So let's say, let me show you in this production module. Okay, it will be easy for you to understand. So in the production module, so let's say if this module is activated for you, okay, then there is an option here. There is a separate tab here for work order. Okay, if you see on the right hand side, there is an option of work order. So you will get to see, you will get to know all the orders which you have received from different vendors, different customers right here. So this is how the work order gets created. And you can start your production by selecting the work order and just clicking out this create production. Okay, so yahan se you will get to know the work orders of every work order which you have received in the order, and then you can start your production from this work order. Then the second question in the manufacturing was how to create a bill of material. Okay, there was a question of how to create a bill of material. So here same, okay, in the production module, if you go and visit the production module, the landing page itself is a bill of material. Okay, you will get the repository of all the bill of materials which you have created here in the system. So what you can do is you can just select, you can just come here, okay, and you will get an option here to add a bill of material. Okay, it's a very simple process of adding a new bill of material. So let's say if I click on add bill of material here, so what you need to do is, okay, you have to just mention the finished good here. What is my finished good? And then the list of all the raw materials which I want to make that product, right? कि एक पर्टिकुलर फिनिश गुड बनाने के लिए क्या क्या रॉ मटेरियल चाहिए एंड कितना क्वांटिटी चाहिए, इतना ही मुझे डाल करके यहाँ पे आई कैन सेव दिस आउट. Okay, one thing which is there for creating the bill of material, the item which you will mention here in the raw material or the finished good should be present in the master. Because let's say if I select something, so that item will get fetched from the master. Okay, so that item should be present in the master, and then you can create as many of the bill of material in the system. But if you are using the free version of Transact, you will only get an option here. If you see here on the top, trial version of production module is activated for you. Maximum bill of materials that you can create is 10. So you can only create 10 bill of materials in your free version of Transact. If you want to go for more than 10 bill of materials, okay, if the process is streamlined, if you get the output of what you need exactly from the production module, then you need to go for the paid version of Transact. Yeah. So yeah, this was the two queries which we have got from the manufacturing related queries. Then the queries we have, which is inventory management and transaction related queries. Okay, so the first query is in inventory module, how we can track or scan raw material or finished good with the help of barcode. Second query is we would like to know more about serial number, barcode generator, and reader features available in warehouse and production. So yeah, this is a very interesting question. I want to clear out one thing. So let me go into my inventory. Okay, so yes, one thing, the barcode feature is there in Transact, but it is mainly used for the backtracking purpose. Okay, so let's say, for example, if you create a purchase order, if you are, let's say, if you want to procure something from the market and you create a purchase order, and once the material gets received, okay, once you receive the material from your supplier, then you will get an option to put the barcode number or the serial number against the item. Okay, you will get an option against the invert to create the barcode or the serial number. Okay, and how you can track that serial number in the inventory? If you come here, there is an option in the barcode. Okay, in the item master, if you just click on this filter, you will get an option here of barcodes. So here you can track all this data. Okay, this is the barcode number, item ID, कौन सा item को आपने लगाया था, quantity in, quantity out, okay, the balance consumed quantity. If you put the manufacturing date, expiry date, so all these things you can track here in the barcode section in the inventory. Okay, but scanning is something. So let's say if I want to make it clear, scanning is something for which you need to buy a different mechanism for scanning purpose. And let's say how I can add the barcode. So let me show you how I can add a barcode. So let me go in one of my transactions here, and let me go 1 second. For example, yeah. So against the GRN, let's say if I have created the invert and GRN is done, that means I have accepted the material, right? So against the GRN, in the other actions, you will get an option. So this is how I'm showing in the barcode number. Okay. So here in the other actions, you will get an option to add a barcode number. That means I am just giving the serial number or the barcode number to the material which I have procured from the market. So here you will get an option here to put the barcode number. Okay. 1 second. I think. Okay, let me show you how to add a barcode number from here. Yeah. So if you see here, you will get an option here. Okay, let's say if I have procured this panel box of 10 pieces. Okay, so I can expand into 10 different pieces to put the barcode number. I can split into child batches. Okay, one batch is for 5 and second batch is for 5. Okay, and I can only put for a barcode number only for this 10 pieces, individual barcode number for this 10 pieces. So I have 3 options to add the barcode number. Okay, so it is only for the example. Okay, in case if you want to understand in detail, I have a video for that. You can just ask me for a video. I will share the videos with you. Okay, but yes, just to show you out the process of adding the barcode and how to analyze the data. Okay, so here, so let's say for example, here I have added a 10 different barcode number for 10 different pieces here. MAC 001, MAC 002, MAC 00, like this. Okay, if you want to put the manufacturing date or the expiry date for this all products, you can also do that. Okay, if you have a large set of data, you can also download the template and you can just feed the data in Excel and you can upload the file. Okay, so all these things can be done. Okay, so this is the way of adding the barcode number in the system. The same thing, if you are using this material, let's say panel box in the production, you will get an option here to select कि मैं कौन सा use कर रहा हूँ. I am using Mac 1, I am using Mac 2, I am using Mac 3. So you will get the options here. Okay, what exactly for which serial number or batch number I am using in the production. Okay, so this is how you can track here in the inventory in the barcode section here. So let's say if you go in the inventory module and just click on the barcode section, you will get to know this barcode number, approval document number, from whom I have purchased or for which document I have created this barcode number, the item ID, the quantity in, the quantity out, the consumed quantity, and the balance quantity remaining in that particular serial number. Okay, the creation date, manufacturing expiry date, and the store. So all these things you can track. So this is how the barcode can be used in the system for backtracking. So let's say if you procure something and you added a barcode number, and on the production, if you find the defect in that particular item, right? So you can backtrack it कि मैंने ये item कौन से batch में किससे purchase किया था from this barcode section. For this purpose, we use the barcode, okay, in the system, right? Then the queries we have against okay, how to create the purchase order. So I think I have already shown you in the transactions, there is an option to create a purchase order in the system. Okay, then we have this question of packing list converted to invoice so that no manual entries are made, making error 0, right? So I think the user want to understand how to create the packing list, okay, with the help of the invoice. so that, and all the data should get fetched from the invoice to the packing list. So mainly the packing list gets created in terms of export, right? It is mandatory to create the packing list in export. So yeah, let me show you that also, how to create the packing list. If the user is present in the session, it will be clear to him. So let's say if I show you one of the invoice, let me open up. Yeah, this is the invoice. Let's say I have created the invoice. Okay. So my net up to. Yeah. So this is the invoice which I have created. Let's say against the invoice, in the other actions, you will get on different types of options here. Okay. Resend email, cancel, credit note, debit note. You can also add the barcode number. Okay. Packing list, dispatch list. So here I have this option of package list, right? So let's say if I click on package list here, okay. And now if you want to import the data, okay, if you want to import the data from invoice directly to the packing list, so you will see here, there is an option here, import items from invoice on the right hand side. Okay, in the item table, import item from invoice. If I click on this item, so automatically the item which is present in the invoice will get fetched here. Okay, and then you can put the package type, which is carton, package number, batch number, number of packages, weight and everything. And you can just click on save and send to like create the package list. So I hope this clears it out, how to create a package list and how we can import the items from the invoice, right? Then we have this question of how I only need inventory visibility on Transact. So yes, you can only use the inventory, but let's say if you are not using the documentation, then you have to adjust the stock manually with the help of manual adjustment, which I have already shown you out how to add the stock and how to reduce the stock. So, but the first thing is you have to upload the data in the master, and by adding all the data, or let's say if something is going out or if something is coming out and you are not creating the documentation for that, then you have to manually adjust the stock in the system. This is the only option. You have to manage the stock. Okay. And then we have the other question, which are some general queries. Okay. We have some general queries, which is multiple UI language supports. What are the features? So for now, we don't have an option to like support the multiple or any other language currently. Okay. And also in the near future, there is no visibility on that. Okay. How we can add more languages in the system. Then the second question is payroll. Are there any plans to develop payroll functionality? So currently, this is also not in the pipeline for now to develop any payroll functionality, but we will update you for once we pick up this type of things or new features or the new things right in the system. Currently, we are focusing only to solve the 4 key problems in the inventory management, the documentation, the reporting part, and the production plan. Other than that, a lot of things are there in the pipeline. So once we pick all those things, we will like update you on this part. And then the third question is about the integration with Tally. So yes, we do have the integration with Tally. Okay, so let's say if you are using Tally for your accounting purpose, and if you want to see, one thing is there which I want to make it very clear with all of you guys. Okay, Transact is not a proper accounting software. Okay, we only cover the direct expenses here in Transact. We don't cover the indirect expenses. Okay, so in case, so whatever the data which you will generate here in terms of purchase orders, in terms of purchase invoices, sales invoices, everything, you can transfer all this data from Transact to Tally, and you can do your final accounting in Tally. Okay, because for the GST filing to create the balance sheet, you will require both the things, the direct expense as well, the indirect expense as well, right? So that is why we have given this integration. You can transfer all your invoices, credit note, debit note, receipt, payment entries from Transact to Tally. It's a very simple process to do this. I have a separate video on that, a 12-minute video, where first thing is it will just take a time to set up first. Okay, you have to map the ledgers, and then we have a Chrome extension from where you can like export the data, and then you can upload the file. Okay, so yeah, this is all about the queries which you guys have asked. So in case if you have anything apart from this, what you can do is you can just raise a chat. Okay, we have got 2 chat. Let me address those 2 chats. How can this software be helpful for both manufacturer and retailer simultaneously as I have a bakery to run? Right. So see, one thing is there, okay, you can use the system. Okay, let's say for example, if you are a manufacturing, so For the manufacturing purpose, you have the recipe or the bill of material, right? For that to manage the inventory. Also for a retailing purpose, if you create an invoice, okay, because let's say if you are selling out something to one of the retail customer or a B2C invoice, let's say, so yes, there is an option to create the invoice. Okay, if you are selling out something to one of the customer, okay, which is not registered to GST and everything, so there is an option in the transaction to go and create the ad hoc invoice, where you will get an option to just put the name of the customer, the item, and just click on save and send. Once you save this, automatically the stock of that item will get reduced from the inventory. Okay, and to add the item, to add the finished good in the inventory, then you need to start with the production, right? You have the recipe, you have to consume the raw materials to add the finished good. So all these things can be done, right? Second question, is there any option for IQC for material invert? So Simardeep Singh, if you can explain me about what does this IQC mean, so it will be easy for me to understand or to give the answer. How to add new supplier if RFP generated, how to make. So Deep, I think you have joined late. I have already covered up this part. Okay, how to add a new supplier. So there is an option, there is a module called as a buyers and suppliers module. Okay, from where you can add a suppliers. Okay, where you have to add the data in your master first, and then you can.
My question is different.
Yeah.
Actually, I have already created RFQ and
okay.
I've generated with 2-3 suppliers.
Okay.
And suddenly I got a new supplier to add on.
Okay.
In the RFQ which I've already generated.
Okay.
तो वो कैसे दोबारा सप्लायर में ऐड करूं? मैं देख रहा था उसमें लेकिन ऐड नहीं हो रहा था मुझसे.
नहीं, there is no option to like एक बार आपने बना के भेज दिया RFQ, तो उसमें आप और नए सप्लायर ऐड नहीं कर सकते. You have to create a new RFQ.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि वो अगर ऐड करना हो तो वो कैसे करेंगे?
हाँ, वो नहीं है. अगर क्योंकि सी उसका क्या है ना कि अगर आपने 3 अलग-अलग सप्लायर कर दिए, सेव कर दिया लेट्स से RFQ बना के, so the email will go to each and every individual, right? तो उसके बाद में क्या होता है ना, वो एडिट नहीं होता है फिर RFQ. There is no option.
मुझे एक और नया सप्लायर मिल गया कि वो कहता है कि मुझे भी RFQ भेज दो आप. मुझे उसी वाले RFQ में एक सप्लायर और ऐड करके देना है बस.
नहीं, वो वही मैं बता रहा हूँ कि उसमें आप ऐड नहीं कर पाओगे. You have to generate a new RFQ for that. That is मतलब वही एक ऑप्शन है, मतलब उसमें आप ऐड नहीं कर पाओगे. जो existing RFQ आपने ऑलरेडी 3 सप्लायर को भेजा हुआ है, now you got a 4th supplier for the same item and you want to add that supplier into that RFQ, right? तो उसमें आप ऐड नहीं कर पाओगे, आपको एक नया जनरेट करना पड़ेगा RFQ, right?
ठीक है. और ये इन्वेंटरी में FIFO कैसे मेंटेन करेंगे अपना?
FIFO ऑटोमेटिकली होगा ना, आप कुछ परचेज करोगे एंड देन यू कंज्यूम इट इंटर प्रोडक्शन लेट्स से, ठीक है? तो वो तो जो आपने पहले परचेज किया है उस प्राइस में पहले कंज्यूम होगा, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली कैलकुलेशन होते रहता है FIFO के बेसिस.
जैसे हम लोग GRN जनरेट कर लेंगे, उसके वजह से आप बता रहे थे कि एक वो कोड बन जाएगा, तो क्या हम अपना कुछ कस्टमाइज एक कोड बना के अपने रील्स पे लगा सकते हैं कि ये आइटम कोड हमारा, ये डेटा है इसका और ये कहाँ, क्योंकि हमारे को आइटम से कुछ डेटा वैलिडिटी के साथ आते हैं कि ये इस 3 साल तक चलेगा या 2 साल तक चलेगा.
हाँ,
वैसा कुछ कर सकते हैं कि हम लोग.
हाँ, तो उसमें वही बताया ना मैंने अभी, जो मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया आपको कि GRN के बाद में लेट्स से इफ यू रिसीव 10 आइटम्स एंड इफ यू वांट टू पुट अ कोड एंड द लेट्स से मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक्सपायरी डेट, सो एक बारकोड का ऑप्शन है वहां पे जहां से यू कैन पुट दिस डेटा कि आपका एक सीरियल नंबर
कस्टमाइज हो जाता है.
कस्टमाइज एज इन
मतलब जो कोड, मतलब जो फॉर्मेट होता है, स्टिकर का फॉर्मेट होता है, मतलब कोई 28x30 है या 20x40 है, उसका जो स्टिकर साइज.
यहाँ पे आपको सिर्फ नंबर डालने का ऑप्शन आएगा. आप अल्फा न्यूमेरिक डालो नंबर,
आपको सिर्फ हमें एक्सेल मिलेगी, प्रिंटर से फिर बाद में निकालना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, तो वो देखो आप एक्सेल के थ्रू भी आप अपलोड कर सकते हो. नंबर डाल दिया आपने सारे आइटम का, आपने अपलोड कर दिया, तो वो हर आइटम के लिए एक नंबर लग जाएगा वहां पे, ठीक है? मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक्सपायरी डेट लग जाएगी. या फिर आप मैनुअली जा करके, जो मैंने बताया अभी कि आपको वहां पे प्रीफिक्स डालना पड़ेगा, एक नंबर लिखना पड़ेगा, जो वो आप सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो. अब 10 पीस आपने परचेज किया है, सो आप 10 को एक नंबर दे सकते हो, 10 को स्प्लिट करके हर एक को एक नंबर दे सकते हो, या 10 को मल्टीपल चाइल्ड बैचेस में स्प्लिट कर सकते हो कि एक 5 की है, एक 3 की है, एक 2 की है. तो इट इज अप टू यू, ठीक है? लेकिन देयर इज ओनली वन ऑप्शन.
आप मतलब बैच कोड और लॉट कोड वाला फंडा बता रहे हो ना?
हाँ, मतलब मैं यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा हूँ, एक सीरियल नंबर या एक बारकोड नंबर अटैच कर रहा हूँ फॉर माय वन आइटम.
आप एक बार करके दिखा दोगे? एक बार आप करके दिखाओगे?
मैंने जस्ट अभी दिखाया था आपको, आई थिंक आप के सेशन में, राइट? मैंने दिखाया था ना कि
मैंने देखा नहीं, मतलब ये आइटम कैसे लॉट वाइज का चेंज कैसे हो रहा है? मतलब जैसे कि मेरे पास 3 ट्रांजैक्शन अलग अलग आई हैं, एक आइटम आया आज आ गया और वो लॉट 1 में चला गया, फिर वही सेम आइटम मेरे पास परसों दोबारा आया, वो लॉट 2 में जाएगा.
हाँ, राइट. तो वो आप लेट्स से लॉट 1 आया, आपने एक नंबर दिया उसको, यू सेव इट आउट, ठीक है? लॉट 1 लेट्स से एक नंबर देके आपने सेव कर लिया. सेकेंड डे फिर से वो आइटम आई, आपने उसको आपको उसको लॉट 2 देना है, तो यू विल गेट एन ऑप्शन इन द GRN कि आप वो लॉट 2 नंबर डाल करके सेव कर सकते हो। अब वो चीज क्या है ना, वो आपको दिखेगी कैसे, लेट मी शो यू आउट, मैं वो आपको दिखा देता हूँ, ठीक है। एक तो लेट से अगर मैं इन्वेंट्री के अंदर जाता हूँ यहाँ पे, ठीक है, इन्वेंट्री के अंदर यहाँ पे एक बारकोड्स करके ऑप्शन है, ठीक है, बारकोड्स करके आप इस पे क्लिक करो, तो यहाँ पे आपको दिखेगा, अभी यहाँ पे तो बहुत सारा डेटा है, बट आपके सिस्टम में अगर आपने लॉट 1 लॉट 2 दिया हुआ है, तो यहाँ पे दिखेगा लॉट 1 फर्स्ट रो में, लॉट 2 दिखेगा सेकंड रो में, किससे आपने खरीदा है वो दिखेगा यहाँ पे, उसका उस पार्टी का नाम दिखेगा, ठीक है, GRN किस डॉक्यूमेंट से लिया है वो दिखेगा, आइटम ID क्या है, एंड क्वांटिटी इन में दिखेगा कि आपने इतना लिया है इस लॉट में, 10 पीस लिया है, 50 लिया है, 100 लिया है, वो यहाँ दिखेगा। ऑल्सो उसकी यहाँ पे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डेट, एक्सपायरी डेट भी आपको दिख जाएगी अगर आपने डाली है, ठीक है। अब आप लेट से लॉट 1 यूज कर रहे हो फॉर एग्जांपल प्रोडक्शन के अंदर, ठीक है, तो जब आप प्रोडक्शन क्रिएट करोगे, आप बिल ऑफ मटेरियल बना करके प्रोडक्शन क्रिएट करोगे, तो वहां पे आपको ऑप्शन आएगा कि आपके पास में ये आइटम की लॉट 1 भी पड़ी हुई है, लॉट 2 भी पड़ा हुआ है, लॉट 1 में 10 पीस है, लॉट 2 में 12 पीस है, लेट से आपको कौन सा यूज करना है, ठीक है, तो वो भी ऑप्शन आएगा वहां पे, यू हैव टू जस्ट सिलेक्ट इट, तो वो इस तरीके से दिखाएगा फिर क्वांटिटी आउट, ठीक है, कि लॉट 1 में 10 आया था, 5 हमने यूज किया है, अभी बचा कितना है, लेट से वो 5 बचा हुआ है, तो उस तरीके से आप यहाँ पे उसको एनालाइज कर सकते हो डेटा को,
ठीक है। एक अपना लास्ट टाइम में डिस्कशन हुआ था, एक मैं बात बता, जैसे हमारे कुछ क्रॉस पार्ट्स होते हैं, जैसे कि एक बॉम्ब हमने बनाया और A, B और C तीनों आपस में क्रॉस पार्ट्स हैं, अगर A नहीं लगेगा तो B लग जाएगा, B लगेगा तो C लग जाएगा।
हाँ,
तो ये सिस्टम कैसे बताएगा हमें कि भाई A नहीं है, B C है अवेलेबल है, कौन सकता है?
नहीं वो तो आपको पहले तो एज एन अल्टरनेट आइटम, अगर आपको पता होगा, एज एन अल्टरनेट आइटम आपको ऐड करने का ऑप्शन आता है इन द बिल ऑफ मटेरियल, राइट, कि अगर A नहीं चलेगा तो B नहीं चलेगा तो C, ठीक है, बट A वाला जो है वो डिफॉल्ट रहता है। बट लेट्स से जब आप उस बिल ऑफ मटेरियल को प्रोडक्शन ऑर्डर में क्रिएट करते हो, कन्वर्ट करने जाते हो, जब आप प्लानिंग करते हो, तो वहां पे आपको दिखा देता है कि A का स्टॉक है कि नहीं है, फर्स्ट थिंग, ठीक है, अगर स्टॉक में नहीं है सो यू कैन सेलेक्ट B, तो B का दिखाएगा कि स्टॉक में है या नहीं है, अगर B का भी नहीं है तो यू कैन सेलेक्ट,
मैनुअल करना पड़ेगा या ऑटोमेटिक हो जाएगा?
नहीं, ऑटोमेटिक तो वो A का दिखाएगा सिर्फ कि है कि नहीं है स्टॉक में, B C का आपको सिलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा फ्रॉम द ड्रॉप डाउन, यू विल गेट द ड्रॉप डाउन देयर, कि अगर A स्टॉक में नहीं है तो आपको B सिलेक्ट करना है कि C सिलेक्ट करना है, अगर C सिलेक्ट करना है तो ऑटोमेटिक वो दिखा देगा कि स्टॉक है कि नहीं है, बट सिलेक्ट तो मैनुअली करना पड़ेगा कि B यूज करना है कि C यूज करना है।
मैं करके देखता हूँ तो क्लियर होगा।
हाँ देख लो एक बार, बिल ऑफ मटेरियल में यू विल गेट एन ऑप्शन, मैं दिखा देता हूँ जस्ट एक आपको कहाँ पे ऑप्शन आता है, तो लेट्स से इफ आई एम क्रिएटिंग द बिल ऑफ मटेरियल, ठीक है, तो अब देखो यहाँ पे मैंने एक आइटम ऐड कर दी, लेट्स से मेरी स्क्रीन अगर आपको दिख रही होगी, लेट्स से मैंने यहाँ पे डाल दी कि मेरे को पैनल बॉक्स चाहिए, अब पैनल बॉक्स नहीं होगा, लेट्स से 1 पीस चाहिए, अब अगर पैनल बॉक्स नहीं होगा सो आई कैन यूज सेकंड आइटम ऑल्सो, तो यहाँ पे प्लस सिग्नेचर है, ठीक है, राइट साइड में, इस पे क्लिक करो, इसको हम बोलते हैं अल्टरनेट आइटम, तो लेट्स से अगर पैनल बॉक्स नहीं होगा तो मैं कुछ और आइटम यूज कर, लेट्स से मैं मान लो मैं ये लेता हूँ कि मैं 1 पीस ये यूज कर सकता हूँ, अगर पैनल बॉक्स नहीं है तो सेव कर दूंगा, तो यहाँ पे दिखाएगा मेरे को कि यार अगर पैनल बॉक्स नहीं है तो मैं ये भी यूज कर सकता हूँ, ठीक है, प्रोडक्शन क्रिएट करते टाइम पे वो यहाँ पे आपको ऑप्शन दिखा देगा जहां से आप सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो, ठीक है, सो
ठीक है, बिल्कुल,
या then we have got more question, could we add more contact number, email ID and website? So yes you can, Vishan, आप यहाँ से you can add, so let's say if you go in the buyers and suppliers module here, okay, and let's say if you want to add more details किसी भी कंपनी के अंदर, let's say if I, तो यहाँ पे you will get an option to edit the company, जिस कंपनी में आपको करना है just go there and just click on the pencil symbol here, okay, and then you will get an option here, you will see the details of all the company, यहाँ पे आपको एडिशनल यूजर करके दिखेगा ऊपर राइट साइड में, सो यू हैव टू जस्ट सिंपली क्लिक ऑन ऐड हियर, यू हैव टू ऐड द फर्स्ट नेम, लेट्स से ईमेल आईडी, कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर एंड जस्ट क्लिक ऑन सेव, ठीक है, तो ये ऐड करोगे तो इसमें आप मल्टीपल जितने चाहिए उतने ऐड कर सकते हो, यू कैन ऐड मैक्सिमम एज ऑफ मेनी यहाँ पे इन द सिस्टम, आई होप दिस क्लियर्स आउट। Yeah, is it compatible with Busy accounting software? So no, we don't have an integration with Busy right now. We only have the integration with Tally. Okay, you can transfer the data from Transact to Tally. There is no open API integration for now. Is there any mobile app? So no, there is no mobile app as of now. Matlab it is not compatible on mobile. Although you can use it on mobile, but उसमें क्या है, क्रोम में आपको या कोई ब्राउजर में ओपन करना पड़ेगा, मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन नहीं है। ओके,
एक्सक्यूज मी सर,
या
दिस क्वेरी
प्लीज।
एक्चुअली, हाँ मैंने जैसे कि बताया कि मुझे एक बेकरी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, मतलब बेकरी के प्रोडक्ट्स हम मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं, और साथ ही साथ हमारा एक रिटेल स्टोर भी है जिसमें हम वो बेकरी के प्रोडक्ट्स को मतलब डायरेक्ट कंज्यूमर को बेचते हैं।
ठीक है,
सो जैसे कि हमने ऐड स्टॉक और उसमें से तो हम अपने मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के भी और रिटेल के भी स्टॉक को ऐड कर सकते हैं, ठीक है।
राइट।
सो मैं ये चाहता था कि अभी तो हमने ये सब चीजें मैनुअली कर रखी हैं कि हम स्टॉक लाते थे और रिटेल में, लेकिन हम किसी थर्ड पर्सन को वहां बिठाना चाह रहे हैं जो कि हमारे बिजनेस में इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, बस उसे वो बेचना है रिटेल में।
हाँ, ओके।
तो मैं ये सोच रहा था कि इसको बारकोड सिस्टम से करें कि हम, मतलब हमने जो भी प्रोडक्ट्स मैन्युफैक्चर किए हैं बारकोड से, जैसे कि आपने बताया वो तो हम लगा लेंगे बारकोड्स। बट मैं ये चाहता था कि जैसे इनवॉइसेस जनरेट होती हैं, जैसे कि हर एक आइटम हम जैसे जैसे रिटेल में एक एक
हाँ,
आइटम बिक रहा है, तो वो स्कैन करके मतलब कि वो स्टॉक में से अपने आप हटता हटता जाए।
नहीं
सो
तो
ऐसा कुछ possible-
लेट मी इंटरप्ट यू हियर। जो यार जब बोल रहे हैं ना, इसको पीओएस सिस्टम बोलते हैं, राइट? पीओएस, पॉइंट ऑन सेल्स, राइट? के
हाँ हाँ
जस्ट हम लोग मॉल में जाते हैं तो वैसे होता है, राइट?
हाँ
कि
हाँ
जस्ट
हाँ
स्कैन इट
हाँ,
आउट,
बिल्कुल
राइट?
बिल्कुल।
तो दैट ऑप्शन इज नॉट देयर इन द सिस्टम। अगर इफ यू वांट टू सेल आउट समथिंग, अगर आपको यहाँ
हम्म।
से सेल करना है तो देन
अच्छा।
एक तो आपको इनवॉइस बनानी पड़ेगी। इनवॉइस में
हाँ।
अगर आपका रिटेलिंग है, लेट्स से कोई, जैसे मान लो मैं एक कोई पर्सन हूँ, आई एम नॉट एनी रजिस्टर्ड कंपनी, राइट? आई एम अ सिंगल रिटेलर कस्टमर, राइट?
ओके।
सो
हाँ हाँ।
तो मैं आकर के अगर आपके बेकरी से कुछ ले रहा हूँ, लेट्स से, तो सिस्टम
हम्म।
में देयर इज एन ऑप्शन टू क्रिएट एन एडहॉक इनवॉइस। एडहॉक इनवॉइस अलग एक ऑप्शन
अच्छा।
है, ठीक है?
ओके। हाँ हाँ।
वेर वहां पे ओनली यू हैव टू पुट द नेम ऑफ द कस्टमर, ठीक है?
हाँ हाँ।
कि ये नाम है,
हम्म।
आइटम सिलेक्ट करनी है, कितना पीस बेचा एंड सेव करना है। बट दैट समथिंग इज देयर कि वो सिस्टम पे जाके करना पड़ेगा, विच इज आई थिंक विल बी वेरी टीडियस।
मतलब
अगर
अगेन
आप,
हम उससे वो बारकोड से नहीं ले सकते हैं?
नहीं, बारकोड से नहीं ले सकते आप उसको, स्कैन करके ऑटोमेटिक लेस नहीं होगा। अगर आपको लेस
ओके।
करना है स्टॉक से,
हाँ
बारकोड,
हाँ।
इसी मैंने बताया क्लियरली, बारकोड इन ट्रांजैक्ट इज ओनली मेनली यूज फॉर द बैक
मतलब
ट्रैकिंग पर्पस,
अच्छा,
राइट?
वो इन्वेंट्री ट्रैक करने के लिए सिर्फ?
हाँ, कि मेरे पास ये लॉट का इतना
ओके।
मटेरियल है, मैंने इतना कंज्यूम किया है। लेट्स से होता क्या है ना, कि आप कुछ
हाँ
मटेरियल
हाँ।
परचेज करते हो एंड जब आप उसको
हम्म
प्रोडक्शन में यूज करने जाते हो, सो यू फाइंड अ डिफेक्ट कि यार ये वाला खराब है। तो आप
हम्म
देखते हो, फिर
हम्म,
बैक ट्रैकिंग करते हो कि किस बैच में आया था, किससे आया था, राइट? सो फॉर दैट
बिल्कुल।
पर्पज वेयर द बारकोड लाइक विल हेल्प यू आउट कि ये इस बैच में आया था, इस सप्लायर से
हम्म
आया था, राइट?
हम्म।
तो उसके लिए आप यूज कर सकते हो। बट जो आप बोल रहे हो ना, उसको पॉइंट ऑफ सेल्स बोलते हैं, पीओएस सिस्टम,
ओके
स्कैन
ओके
करके
ओके
फटाफट लेस कर दिया, राइट? तो वो वाला
ओके।
नहीं है अभी सिस्टम ट्रांजैक्ट में।
तो आप कुछ ऑल्टरनेटिव सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं मुझे, मतलब मैं मतलब किस चीज से अप्रोच कर सकता हूँ इस सिस्टम को मतलब इन्वॉल्व करने के लिए मेरे बिजनेस में?
सी मतलब आई कैन गिव यू द वन, जो सोल्यूशन मेरे पास अभी है वो यही है कि लेट से अगर आप एक काम ये कर सकते हो कि लेट से जो आपकी अभी जो सेल होती है, सी सिस्टम, अगर आपको सिस्टम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखना है, a lot of
हम्म।
things you will get in the system, invent and everything। तो जितना आपका रेगुलर जो भी सेल होता है, इफ यू
हाँ
हैव द
हाँ।
डेटा, तो आप वो दिन के टाइम पे बस एक इनवॉइस बना के डाल दो कि आज जितना रिड्यूस हुआ। मैन्युफैक्चरिंग तो चल रहा है मेरा सिस्टम में, राइट? मेरा प्रोडक्शन हो
ठीक
रहा
है।
है। अब
ठीक है।
जितना सेल हो रहा है, जो थर्ड पर्सन जो बैठेगा वहां पे, वो जितना सेल
हम्म।
कर रहा है, लेट्स से, ओके, इफ यू इफ इफ मतलब उसके पास में अगर वो डेटा है, इफ यू हैव दैट डेटा, सो जस्ट आस्क हिम
हम्म।
टू फॉरवर्ड दैट डेटा टू द पर्सन हु इज हैंडलिंग द अकाउंट इन ट्रांजैक्ट। तो वो एक इनवॉइस बना करके, अगर एक नॉर्मल जस्ट खुद का एक इंटरनल इनवॉइस बना के भी बना देगा ना सिस्टम में, तो वो
हाँ हाँ।
इन्वेंट्री लेस हो जाएगा मेरा, ठीक है? अल्टीमेटली आई
अच्छा।
कैन सी द आउटपुट इन द इन्वेंट्री कि मेरा आज इतना स्टॉक बना है एंड इतना आज कंज्यूम हुआ है, या इतना मैंने आज सेल किया है, ठीक है?
ओके।
तो वो
हम्म।
चीज आप देख सकते हो एक बार करके कि हाउ इट गोज। बट अगर आपको वो चाहिए पॉइंट ऑफ सेल्स के जहां बारकोड स्कैन करके हो जाए, देन यू नीड टू गो फॉर अ सेपरेट सिस्टम। बहुत सारे सिस्टम मार्केट में है जहां से आप ये चीज कर सकते हो कि वो स्कैन करके वो लेस करता है। बट इन
जैसे कि
दैट
उसके कुछ
सिस्टम,
एग्जांपल अगर बता दे तो आप
मेरे को
मतलब
एग्जैक्टली
क्योंकि
नाम नहीं पता है। बट
ओके।
द उसमें एक ये रहेगा आपको कि इन दैट सिस्टम, ओके, यू विल नॉट गेट द प्रोडक्शन एवरीथिंग, वो आपको फिर मैन्युअली
हम्म।
अलग ही करना पड़ेगा, राइट?
नहीं, उसके लिए तो मैं ट्रांजेक्ट मुझे बहुत बेस्ट ऑप्शन लग रहा है, क्योंकि हर एक चीज में मतलब हम वो देख सकते हैं, ट्रैक कर सकते हैं हर चीज को, और रिपोर्ट्स भी मिल रही हैं तो हम मतलब एनालिसिस भी
राइट।
कर सकते हैं।
सी मतलब इन अ बिगर पिक्चर, इफ यू हैव दिस एजेंडा कि मेरे को इन्वेंटरी स्ट्रीमलाइन करनी है, सो ट्रांजैक्ट इज अ बेटर ऑप्शन। इफ यू वांट टू गो इन
हम्म
इंटीग्रेटेड विद एवरीथिंग कि ये ऐसे होगा एवरीथिंग, तो जो आपका अभी बिजनेस प्रोसीजर है, राइट, आपका प्रोसेस है, तो उसके लिए फिर वो वाला चीज थोड़ा सा वर्क अराउंड करना पड़ेगा कि लेट्स से जैसे मैंने बताया कि एक इनवॉइस बना के सब कुछ रिड्यूस कर लिया डे एंड पे, कितना चलो आज कंज्यूम हो गया, आज इतना खत्म हो गया। एंड उसके लिए आप चाहे तो वो पीओएस सिस्टम लगा सकते हो, ऐसा नहीं है अलग से, ठीक है, वो मिल जाता है बारकोड स्कैनर, जहां से आप बस स्कैन कर रहे हो निकल रहा है मटेरियल, राइट।
ओके,
वो आप देख लो, इन केस इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट, अगर कुछ इस बारे में डिस्कशन करना होगा तो आप मेरे से डिस्कस कर सकते हो, मतलब वन ऑन वन कॉल पे, वी कैन वेरी वेल सिट एंड डिस्कस इट आउट।
हाँ वही मैं कह रहा था, आपकी कोई कांटेक्ट डिटेल्स मिल जाती
अब मैं बता रहा हूँ अभी सेशन के एंड पे क्या क्या किस चीजों से,
ठीक।
मतलब हाउ यू कैन कांटेक्ट टू मी आल्सो। सो लेट मी जस्ट कंप्लीट द चैट, देन आई विल कम टू यू।
Okay,
I
thank
have
you.
4 companies, so I need to purchase 4 IDs. Yes, so sir, I have already explained कि अगर आपके 4 companies है with different 4 names, let's say Transact Technologies, Transact Private Limited, ऐसे अगर 4 नेम है, then you need to go for a 4 different profiles. If you have one single name of the company which is Transact, but the locations are different, one is in Mumbai, one is in Hyderabad, third is in Bangalore, and fourth is in Delhi, तो आप एक ही प्रोफाइल में उसको मैनेज कर सकते हो, ठीक है। इफ यू हैव द कंपनी नेम डिफरेंट तो वो नहीं हो पाएगा, बिकॉज इनवॉइस पे जो कंपनी नेम फैच होता है इनवॉइस के ऊपर या कोई भी डॉक्यूमेंट के ऊपर, वो फैच होता है फ्रॉम द होम मॉड्यूल जो आपने कंपनी नेम और लोगो दिया है, ठीक है। अगर आप देखोगे होम पेज पे, वी हैव टू गिव द कंपनी नेम एंड द लोगो ऑफ द कंपनी, सो ऑन एवरी डॉक्यूमेंट द डिटेल ऑफ द कंपनी नेम विल गेट फैच फ्रॉम दैट। तो अगर कंपनी नेम अलग है तो मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा, इफ द कंपनी नेम इज सेम तो यू कैन लाइक यूज सिंगल प्रोफाइल फॉर मल्टीपल लोकेशंस।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। खाली एक चीज ये पूछना था कि मेरा जो 2 कंपनीज है, एक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करता है जो कि जीएसटी के अंदर है, और बाकी सारे रिटेल आउटलेट्स है, तो 3 रिटेल आउटलेट्स है और ये मैन्युफैक्चरिंग,
ठीक है।
तो हमको 4
तो नहीं, तो
आईडीज
इसमें मेरे को ये बताइए ना आपके आपका जो कंपनी नेम है, ठीक है, कंपनी नेम मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, जो नेम है आपका वो चारों का रिटेल आउटलेट का कंपनी नेम सेम है या रिटेल आउटलेट के नाम भी अलग
सबका सेम है, सबका सेम है।
तो फिर आप यूज कर सकते हो।
मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है और रिटेल है, दोनों अलग अलग है। मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में हम लोग के बुक्स बनते हैं और रिटेल में हम लोग उसको सेल करते हैं।
तो वो आप कर सकते हो। देखो उसमें क्या है, उसमें आपको क्या करना है सिर्फ कि आपको आपके जो रिटेल आउटलेट्स है उसके 3 लोकेशन हो गए, राइट। लेट्स से एक रिटेल आउटलेट मुंबई में है, एक पुणे में है और एक बैंगलोर में, लेट्स एग्जांपल, ठीक है। तो आपको सेटिंग में जा करके यू हैव टू ऐड 3 बिलिंग एड्रेसेस, बिकॉज बिलिंग भी रिटेल आउटलेट से होगी, राइट। अब कोई मुंबई से सेल कर रहा है तो मुंबई से बिलिंग एड्रेस होगा, कोई पुणे से अगर सेल कर रहा है तो पुणे वाला एड्रेस होगा, राइट। दिस इज हाउ इट वर्क्स, राइट। तो आपको 3 बिलिंग एड्रेसेस ऐड करनी पड़ेगी at the time of the creation of any document. अगर आप कोई भी डॉक्यूमेंट क्रिएट कर रहे हो, be it invoices, purchase order, you will get an option to select the address कि ये कहाँ माल मैं लेने वाला हूँ या कहाँ से मैं सेल कर रहा हूँ। You can select the addresses, ठीक है। एंड आप 3 अलग अलग स्टोर बना के रख सकते हो। इन द इन्वेंट्री यू विल गेट एन ऑप्शन टू क्रिएट मल्टीपल स्टोर्स सो दैट इट विल बी इजी फॉर यू टू सी द इन्वेंट्री के मुंबई वाले स्टोर में, मुंबई वाले आउटलेट में कितना स्टॉक है, पुणे वाले में कितना स्टॉक है एंड बैंगलोर वाले में कितना स्टॉक है, ठीक है। तो आप लोकेशन ऐड कर सकते हो, आप स्टोर ऐड कर सकते हो। तो इससे क्या होगा, आपका डॉक्यूमेंटेशन सही हो जाएगा। यू कैन सिलेक्ट द लोकेशन कहाँ से डॉक्यूमेंट बन रहा है। सेकंड थिंग इज, जब आप मैन्युफैक्चर कर रहे हो लेट्स से, ठीक है, लेट्स से नाउ द हेडक्वार्टर लेट्स से इज इन माय दिल्ली। अब अगर मैं हेडक्वार्टर दिल्ली में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कर रहा हूँ तो जो भी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हो रही है आई कैन ट्रांसफर द स्टॉक इन डिफरेंट आउटलेट्स, कि मैंने मुंबई में कुछ बुक्स भेजे, कुछ पुणे में भेजे, कुछ बैंगलोर में भेजे। एंड इन द सिस्टम द ऑप्शन इज देयर टू इंटरनली स्टॉक ट्रांसफर करने के लिए। जैसे लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल, लेट मी शो यू 1 सेकंड। तो यहाँ पे आप देखो इन्वेंट्री में फर्स्ट थिंग इज यहाँ पे एक सिलेक्ट स्टोर करके ऑप्शन है। तो यहाँ से यू कैन, इफ यू सी, I have created 4 different stores in my profile. Main stock store, finished goods store, shop floor location A and main reject store. तो यहाँ पे you can create 4 different stores. ठीक है, आपके जो outlets है उसका एक store and जो manufacturing unit है उसका एक store. So let's say if I click on any of the store, अगर let's say मुझे कोई different दूसरे store में stock देखना होगा, so I can simply, जैसे मैं इसको select करता हूँ shop floor location से ये, if you see the current stock columns get changed, यहाँ पे इसकी value सारी change हो जाती है। The item will remain same, उतने ही आइटम रहेंगे, but the stock value will get changed. Same thing अगर मैं यहाँ से फिनिश गुड स्टोर चेक कर लूँ तो यहाँ पे वो फिनिश गुड स्टोर के अकॉर्डिंगली मेरे को स्टॉक दिखाएगा। तो ये सब चीजें जो है वो आप मैनेज कर सकते हो अलग अलग स्टोर बना करके। एंड देन वी हैव दिस ऑप्शन कि आप जो है यहाँ से स्टॉक ट्रांसफर कर सकते हो। जैसे लेट से आपने कुछ बनाया आपके मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट में, तो वहां से आप आपके मेन स्टॉक स्टोर से लेट से आप आपके रिटेल आउटलेट में ट्रांसफर कर सकते हो। देयर इज एन ऑप्शन फॉर स्टॉक ट्रांसफर कि लेट से मेरे को मेन स्टॉक स्टोर से फिनिश गुड स्टोर में कौन सा स्टॉक ट्रांसफर करना है, आई हैव टू जस्ट अपडेट द डिटेल ऑफ एन आइटम, कितना क्वांटिटी करना है एंड बस सेव करना है। तो क्या होगा, मुझे हर आउटलेट में इन्वेंट्री भी दिखेगा, उसका कितना स्टॉक है, ठीक है, एंड मैं उस हिसाब से डॉक्यूमेंट भी क्रिएट कर सकता हूँ। सो आप एक बार ट्राई कर लो आपके एंड पे बाय क्रिएटिंग 2-3 डिफरेंट लोकेशन, बाय क्रिएटिंग स्टोर लोकेशन। कैसे क्रिएट करोगे, जस्ट गो टू द सेटिंग्स, सेटिंग्स में जाने के बाद में यहाँ पे बिलिंग एड्रेस है, आप यहाँ से जितने चाहिए उतने बिलिंग एड्रेस ऐड कर सकते हो। यहाँ पे डिलीवरी लोकेशन है, यू कैन ऐड एज मेनी ऑफ द डिलीवरी लोकेशन, ठीक है। एंड देन अगर आपको नए स्टोर ऐड करने हैं तो जस्ट गो इन द एडवांस सेटिंग हियर। एडवांस सेटिंग में यहाँ पे मेन स्टॉक स्टोर्स करके ऑप्शन आता है, जस्ट क्लिक ऑन मेन स्टॉक स्टोर्स एंड देन यू कैन ऐड एज मेनी ऑफ द स्टोर्स हियर, ठीक है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
या आप एक बार ट्राई कर लो, इन केस इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट यू कैन कनेक्ट टू अस और यू कैन रेज अ चैट फ्रॉम हियर, ओके।
अच्छा, और कोई पेड वर्जन है क्या जिससे हम 1 महीने के लिए ट्राई कर लें इस सॉफ्टवेयर को?
नहीं, पेड वर्जन की सर जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी आपको, बिकॉज जो पेड की फंक्शनैलिटीज है, इफ आई लेट से गो टू द होम पेज, सी मैंने जो स्टार्ट में बताया था, पेड वर्जन में 3 मॉड्यूल्स आती है, प्रोडक्शन, रिसोर्स प्लानिंग एंड सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। दिस ओनली दिस 3 मॉड्यूल्स कम्स अंडर द पेड प्लान, ठीक है। बाकी के सारे मॉड्यूल जो है वो फ्री वाले वर्जन में आते हैं। तो ये मॉड्यूल्स है ना, ये भी आप आपके लिए एक्टिवेट कर सकते हो फ्री वाले इसमें, ठीक है। लिमिटेशन क्या है कि सिर्फ 10 बिल ऑफ मटेरियल तक बना सकते हो, ठीक है। तो है ना, आप 2-3 बिल ऑफ मटेरियल बना करके यू कैन रन द होल साइकिल कि आपके लिए काम कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है। इफ इट इज वर्किंग फॉर यू, इफ द होल साइकिल इज रनिंग एंड एवरीथिंग इज गेटिंग मैप, देन एंड ओनली गो फॉर अ पेड वर्जन। अगर कुछ चीजें मैप नहीं हो रही है, लेट्स से इफ देयर इज एन इशू इन द प्रोडक्शन कि ये चीज मेरे को चाहिए थी बट ट्रांजैक्ट में वो चीज नहीं है प्रोडक्शन में, you can connect with me to like discuss it out कि ये वाला चीज नहीं हो रहा है, how can we do it, right? Because every company has its own style of production, doing production. तो कुछ चीजें हो सकती है नहीं होती होगी, तो you can connect with me, I can give you the workaround and the solution. अगर आपको लगता है कि काम करेगा, then and only go for a paid version.
अच्छा,
I don't want to force fit to any of the person कि आप ले ही लो, हम देखेंगे बाद में, ऐसा करेंगे वैसे करेंगे, वो चीज मेरे को नहीं करनी है, ठीक है। आई एम नॉट द पर्सन हु बिलीव्स इन सेल्स। अगर आपको लगता है कि सिस्टम इज गिविंग यू द इनफ वैल्यू, देन एंड ओनली गो फॉर अ पेड वर्जन, ओके।
एंड डेटा सिक्योरिटी सर?
या सो आई थिंक डेटा सिक्योरिटी का दिस इज द आई थिंक वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन यू आस्क्ड मी। सो सी वन थिंग इज के वी आर यूजिंग AWS, ठीक है, Amazon वेब सर्वर, क्लाउड सर्वर जो है Amazon का, वो हम यूज कर रहे हैं टू होस्ट द डेटा। एवरी सिंगल डेटा जो आप यहाँ पे ऐड करोगे which goes in encrypted form on the cloud, ठीक है। वो जैसे XXX दिखता है ना encrypted form में, even my backend team has no access to view the data, ठीक है। तो वो डेटा जो है वो आपका AWS पे जाता है। AWS is the, I think आपको पता होगा, वर्ल्ड वाइड यूज्ड वेब सर्वर है, सब लोग यूज करते हैं, मेनली द बिगर जायंट कंपनीज ऑफ गूगल ऑल्सो यूज द AWS, तो उसमें कोई इशू नहीं आएगा। ऑल्सो वी हैव अ डिफरेंट cyber security team who constantly looks into the data part of all the clients कि कहीं मतलब डेटा क्लीनिंग हो गया, कोड क्लीनिंग हो गया, जो बग्स आते रहते हैं, राइट, डाउन टाइम जो है वो कैसे रिड्यूस किया जाए, एवरीथिंग, तो उसके अलग से टीम है। सो ऑल्सो फॉर दैट आई थिंक आपने जब साइन अप किया होगा, वी हैव ऑल्सो शेयर द NDA ऑन व्हाट्सएप सो दैट कि एक फॉर्मल लीगल डॉक्यूमेंट भी रहे, ठीक है। आप वो साइन करके भी मुझे भेज सकते हो, आपको व्हाट्सएप पे आया होगा नॉन डिस्क्लोजर एग्रीमेंट, जहाँ पे सारी चीजें लिखी हुई है। सो यू कैन ऑल्सो, और वहाँ पे हमारा साइंड स्टैम्प एंड एवरीथिंग भी है, आप साइन करके आपके लिए रख सकते हो या आप मुझे शेयर भी कर सकते हो, सो दैट इट विल बी इजी फॉर, तो वो एक लीगल डॉक्यूमेंट भी बन जाता है, राइट। तो ये सब चीजें हैं, आप उसमें पढ़ सकते हो, सारी चीज वहाँ पे लिखी हुई भी है NDA में। तो इफ अगर आपको NDA नहीं मिला है, प्लीज लेट मी नो, मैं आपको भेज दूंगा ओवर द ईमेल।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Yeah, so I think we have got 2 more questions. What we want to start using Transact, what will be the initial steps? So let me, मैं वही आने वाला हूँ अभी, सिमरदीप सॉरी, कि क्या स्टेप्स लेने हैं टू स्टार्ट विद Transact, okay? Deep, by when the inventory deduct from store after transfer to store or after getting production? नहीं, तो yes दीप, दोनों चीजों में इन्वेंटरी डिडक्ट होगा। अगर आप एक लेट से डिडक्ट नहीं होगा, अगर आप स्टॉक ट्रांसफर कर रहे हो फ्रॉम वन स्टोर टू सेकंड स्टोर, ठीक है, तो वो एक स्टोर से ट्रांसफर होकर सेकंड स्टोर में दिखने लगेगा। बट लेट्स से अगर जब आप प्रोडक्शन कर रहे हो तो प्रोडक्शन में तो वी आर कंज्यूमिंग द मटेरियल, राइट, रॉ मटेरियल, तो वो तो इन्वेंटरी से लेस हो जाएगा एंड वी आर एडिंग द फिनिश गुड। तो फिनिश गुड का स्टॉक प्लस होगा, रॉ मटेरियल का स्टॉक माइनस होगा इन द प्रोडक्शन। इन द स्टॉक ट्रांसफर वो बस एक स्टोर से जा करके सेकंड स्टोर में बैठ जाएगा। ओके, सो यस, आई थिंक let me show you the next steps. So I think the queries, I think I have already discussed a lot of queries with you. In case if you have, I think हमने discuss कर लिया है. So now let me show you the next steps. Okay, क्या क्या next steps आपको लेने हैं if you want to get started on Transact. Okay, which is the fourth part of the this full session, AMS session. So number one, okay, जो आपको step लेना है, which is next step to be taken by the users. 3 steps लेने हैं आपको if you want to go initially with the Transact to start with. फर्स्ट थिंग इज अपलोड द मास्टर्स, ठीक है, ये तो मतलब करना ही पड़ेगा आपको। अगर आपको सारी चीजें एकदम स्ट्रीमलाइन करनी है तो आपको डेटा पे थोड़ा एफर्ट डालना पड़ेगा। यू हैव टू क्रिएट द डेटा। आप रनिंग आइटम ऐड कर लो, अगर आपको सारा डेटा ऐड नहीं करना है, जस्ट ऐड द रनिंग आइटम्स, जस्ट ऐड द फ्यू बायर्स, फ्यू सप्लायर्स इन द सिस्टम जिसके साथ में आपके रेगुलर ट्रांजैक्शन होते हैं। सो दिस विल बी द फर्स्ट स्टेप, अपलोड द मास्टर्स, ठीक है। सेकेंड थिंग इज स्टार्ट क्रिएटिंग द डॉक्यूमेंट्स। सो by the meaning of this documents, I am saying to create the purchase and the sales documentation. See, क्या होता है कि कोई भी बिजनेस का जो 50% ऑफ पार्ट होता है ना, वो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन होता है। इफ द यूज सी एज एन ओनर, आपका माइंडसेट हमेशा अलग होता है, यूजर का माइंडसेट हमेशा अलग होता है। सो अगर आप उनको एक बार में ही सब कुछ मतलब पुश करोगे ना, सो इट विल बी वेरी हार्ड टू अडेप्ट द सिस्टम। सो फॉर स्टार्टिंग आउट, वी हैव टू जस्ट स्टार्ट विद परचेज ट्रांजैक्शन, सेल्स ट्रांजैक्शन, राइट, so that the users get used to it. What is the value I'm getting from the system? अगर वो जब purchase चालू करेंगे, so they will get to know the reports part, the dashboard part, right? And then once this documentation and the inventory part gets streamlined, then we can jump to the production, because solving the production on day one is a tedious thing to do in any system. आप कोई बड़ा system भी लोगे, SAP पे भी लो जाओगे, Oracle पे भी जाओगे, so they will guide you to start only with the few things. So if you want to achieve the bigger thing, bigger milestone, then we need to go for a small things first. Okay, start with the purchase documentation, start with the sales documentation. Initially आपकी इन्वेंट्री आपको सही नहीं दिखेगी, ठीक है, हो सकता है स्टॉक कुछ गलत दिखेगा, but that is okay. Once the users are comfortable using in the documentation part, then changing the transition, right, वो प्रोडक्शन में जाने के लिए bill of material and everything, वो टाइम नहीं लगेगा। And in 1 month time, in let's say in 1.5 month time, you can use the full system. सारा चीज आप स्ट्रीमलाइन करके यूज करना चालू कर दोगे। सो या दैट इज व्हाई स्टार्ट क्रिएटिंग द डॉक्यूमेंट्स। थर्ड थिंग इज स्टार्ट एनालाइजिंग द डेटा। जो भी आपने डॉक्यूमेंटेशन क्रिएट करना चालू किया है, स्टार्ट जस्ट एनालाइजिंग द डेटा, रिपोर्ट्स में, डैशबोर्ड में, हाउ टू जनरेट रिपोर्ट, क्या क्या रिपोर्ट अवेलेबल है। मैंने आपको बस एक ही रिपोर्ट बताई है, वी हैव 65 डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ रिपोर्ट प्रेजेंट इन द सिस्टम। तो वो आप थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर कर लो, कहाँ पे क्या क्या चीजें दिखती है, राइट। सो दिस विल बी द, दिस आर द 3 स्टेप्स व्हिच यू नीड टू टेक ऑन योर एंड। इफ यू हैव ऑलरेडी लाइक आपने ऑलरेडी करके रखा हुआ है, देन वेल एंड गुड, यू कैन स्टार्ट एक्सप्लोरिंग न्यू थिंग्स। प्रोडक्शन साइड पे आप देख लो, प्रोसेस रन करके प्रोडक्शन ट्राई कर लो, बॉम्ब बना के देख लो। सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स यू कैन डू। सेकंड थिंग इज विच विल बी फ्रॉम माय एंड, डिटेल्ड ईमेल विल बी सेंड। तो जितने भी अटेंडीज है, मैं सबको एक ईमेल भेजूंगा राइट आफ्टर द सेशन। फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि how to reach out to us, contact support by raising a chat. So this will be the first and primary thing. So in case if you and the users who are using the system have any issues in exploring the system, in creating the document, so they can raise a chat. Okay, from the profile there is an option to raise a chat. ठीक है, this that will be the primary thing. आपको पहले chat ही raise करनी है। You the my support team will get in touch with them. जो भी chat raise करेगा उनके साथ में connect करके they will try to resolve the problem as soon as possible. Second thing is 1-to-1 video call. So in the email you will get the link to schedule a 1-to-1 video call with me, a 15-minute video call discussion. Okay, जहाँ पे you can connect with me and you can discuss your doubts, और जो भी आपको discuss करना होगा वो आप मेरे से 1-to-1 call में discuss कर सकते हो। Third thing is I will also share the demo video. Okay, in case if you want to understand in detail, तो मैं demo video भेजूंगा। And fourth thing is the Transact Knowledge Center. So I will share the link for the Transact Knowledge Center also, जहाँ पे we have listed down the list of all the videos and FAQs जो कि एक user को initially लगते हैं। So let me show you what, for example, okay, one second, sorry. So let me show you for example. पहले तो हाउ टू रेज अ सपोर्ट चैट, तो यहाँ से एक ऑप्शन है, आप देखोगे आपके विंडो में नीचे राइट साइड में, यहाँ से यू कैन रेज अ सपोर्ट चैट, ओके, यू कैन सेंड अस अ मैसेज। तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज ये है डेमो वीडियो कॉल का मैं लिंक भेज दूंगा, जहाँ से यू कैन शेड्यूल अ वन-ऑन-वन वीडियो कॉल विथ मी। देन डेमो वीडियो का मैं लिंक भेज दूंगा, एंड देन वी हैव दिस ट्रांजैक्ट नॉलेज सेंटर। तो इसी में ये ऑप्शन आता है सेकंड वाला, ट्रांजैक्ट नॉलेज सेंटर। जस्ट क्लिक ऑन दिस ट्रांजैक्ट नॉलेज सेंटर, एंड देन one second, I think यहाँ से हटा दिया है। So I will share the URL with you. Let's say help.letstransact.com। तो ये एक URL है help.letstransact.com। This is the Transact Knowledge Center. यहाँ पे we have listed down the list of all the videos and FAQs which is like must to have for a new user or must to see for a new user। यहाँ पे एक ऑप्शन है ऑनबोर्डिंग टूल किट, आप इस पे जैसे ही क्लिक करोगे ना, यू विल गेट टू नो ईच एंड एवरीथिंग जो कि इनिशियली यूजर को चाहिए। हाउ टू क्रिएट परचेज फ्लो, हाउ टू गेट सेल्स फ्लो, ट्रांजैक्ट डेटा सिक्योरिटी क्या है, हाउ टू अपडेट कंपनी बेसिक डिटेल्स। सो ऑल द इनिशियल थिंग्स आर प्रेजेंट हियर इन दिस ऑनबोर्डिंग टूल किट। आप बस इस पे क्लिक करोगे एंड यू विल गेट द वीडियो हियर। आप यहाँ से वीडियो देख सकते हो। तो ये भी मैं आपसे शेयर करूंगा, जहाँ से आप जो है ऑनबोर्ड मतलब नॉलेज सेंटर से देख सकते हो, ठीक है। एंड देन वी हैव दिस सम ऑफ द फीचर जो मैंने नहीं बताए हैं इन द डेमो, ठीक है, कि यहाँ पे वी हैव द अप्रूवल मैनेजमेंट ऑल्सो, कि आप हर डॉक्यूमेंट का अप्रूवल सेट कर सकते हो, बी इट PO, बी इट ऑर्डर कंफर्मेशन, इनवॉइस, एक हायर अथॉरिटी का अप्रूवल सेट कर सकते हो। देन वी हैव दिस एक्सेस मैनेजमेंट, आप एक्सेस के थ्रू सारी चीजें हैंडल कर सकते हो। मटेरियल रिसोर्स प्लानिंग इज देयर इफ यू आर अ मैन्युफैक्चरर। वेंडर मैपिंग इज देयर, कि आप हर वेंडर के हिसाब से उसका प्रोडक्ट डिफाइन करके उसकी प्राइस फिक्स कर सकते हो। So let's say if we have a vendor who gives you the item A in price, let's say 100 rupees. If the same item vendor B is giving you in 105 or 102 or 98, so you can fix it out. तो आप वो सब चीजें कर सकते हो। Tally integration is there, GST reports है, and then we have this payment reminder also, कि you can set the reminders, automatic reminders जो कि आप भेज सकते हो आपके clients को on the basis of the invoice payment date, एंड आपके वेंडर्स को ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ योर डिलीवरी डेट ऑफ PO, ठीक है। तो ये रिमाइंडर जो जैसे हम लोग अभी लॉट ऑफ टूल्स आर देयर इन द मार्केट, जैसे क्रेडिट फ्लो है, राइट। क्रेडिट फ्लो इज वन ऑफ द टूल हु मेनली गिव्स यू दिस टाइप ऑफ फीचर रिमाइंडर्स, राइट। तो हमारे सिस्टम में वो चीज ऑलरेडी है, एंड दिस इज इन द प्रीमियम प्लान, आप फ्री में इसको यूज कर सकते हो पेमेंट रिमाइंडर, ठीक है। सो या दिस इज अबाउट द की फीचर्स जो है ट्रांजैक्ट में प्रेजेंट। आप इसको और एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो वंस यू स्टार्ट विद द डॉक्यूमेंटेशन। So yes, thank you so much for joining the session. In case if you have anything, will there be a dedicated support for implementation? So I think Simardi, one thing is there, okay, you can reach out to us via a support chat. Okay, our team will get in touch with you. In case if you want to discuss with me over the video call, you will get the link. You can connect with me and you can discuss out. But इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में जो सपोर्ट आपको चाहिए होगा, यू कैन गेट इनटू लाइक द, इसमें आप सपोर्ट के थ्रू, चैट के थ्रू ले सकते हो या फिर वीडियो कॉल के साथ में, ठीक है। Sorry Piyush, I have a meeting to join today at 4:30, so I will not be able to like connect again in the session. I will share the link with you to connect with me over a video call. आप उसके थ्रू कनेक्ट कर लो। Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, bye guys.
If you don't mind, can I just ask you one little question?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So,
I just wanted to ask you, like, what's your business model? Like, if you're not persuading it for your premium, for the premium version of this software, so how do you earn from this?
You want to understand the revenue model of our company, yeah, right? That is what you want to understand, right? Okay.
Yes.
So see, one thing is there. So why we have started this premium version? We have started this, I think, in 2020. Okay, mainly 2020. After the COVID hits a lot of companies, so we have started this premium version. So one thing which we have seen across the Indian SMEs are there, a lot of people hesitate to go for ERP. Okay, because of some reasons, कि एक तो उनका previous ERP experience खराब होता है, या फिर उनको जो हमेशा एक ये रहता है कि क्या होगा if you go to the system, अगर वो fail होगा डेटा को लेकर के ना, everything, right, costing को लेकर के। So that is why we have started, and lot of companies, not us, if you take जो अभी हम जो Zoom use कर रहे हैं, चलो ठीक है मैंने तो पेड ले लिया है, बट लेट्स से जो भी हम जूम यूज करते हैं तो हम लोग वो फ्री वाला यूज करते हैं, राइट? जब तक हमको उसकी वैल्यू नहीं आती है, इफ आई वांट सम मोर value added feature, then and only I go for a paid version. So a lot of companies who works on this model, and ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारे सारे क्लाइंट जो है वो फ्री वाला यूज कर रहे हैं. We have total clientele of 15,000, ठीक है, जिसमें से 30-40% of the clients who are started with this freemium and then converted into premium, ठीक है. तो उन्होंने चालू किया with the freemium, in after using 1 month, किसी ने after using 6 months, किसी ने 3 months, they started using, they opt for a premium also, ठीक है. एंड 1 साल पहले के जितने भी क्लाइंट्स थे वो तो सब प्रीमियम ही है, जब तो प्रीमियम था ही नहीं, राइट? सो इवन यू ऑल्सो, लेट्स से आप स्टार्ट करोगे यूज करना, एंड इफ यू फील द वैल्यू, ठीक है, आफ्टर अ मंथ, आफ्टर 2 months, आफ्टर 3 months, देन डेफिनेटली यू विल गो फॉर अ प्रीमियम प्लान. तो वो मनी जो है वो आपके लिए उतना मैटर नहीं करेगा, बिकॉज यू आर गेटिंग द वैल्यू व्हाट यू वांट फ्रॉम द सिस्टम, ठीक है. तो yeah, this is the model, revenue model, कि जितने clients है उसमें 30-40% of the clients started with the freemium and then they go for a premium model. Okay.
And one more thing, like how can I connect with you for the POS system, like you mentioned?
See, one thing is there, I have like I will be very frank to you, I have zero idea in that. I just know the concept of that POS का. वो आप एक बार नेट पे देख लो हाँ क्या क्या systems available है, ठीक है. If you want to like connect with me to discuss out कि कैसे होगा, तो I can very well help you out. But क्या सिस्टम है, कैसे वो ऑपरेट होता है, like I'm not very much sure about that कि वो कैसे चलता है. But I know the concept कि उसको POS बोलते हैं. आप POS सिस्टम या POS डालोगे ना नेट पे, इंटरनेट पे, you will get the idea.
Okay, no issues.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. So thank you so much guys for joining in today's session and have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.